Hey everyone, just a little tip. If you have old iPhones, especially if you're a YouTuber, and you do all your video filming and video editing on your phone, yeah, be sure to hold on to this shit. It can help you one day. I finally made a video with this thing that doesn't have that annoying tapping sound the entire video. What is going on, you guys? I am back with another video. Well, this is a special occasion. By the time you see this video, my mom has gotten remarried. And because they've had such an unconventional relationship, if you know them, you'll know what I'm talking about. I decided to celebrate their marriage in an unconventional way. Today, I'm reviewing Wedding Crashers. Alright, let's get into it because I'm excited. So the story, wild, cliched, but I'll get into that later. Two bachelors who work as divorce lawyers, basically. They make a name for themselves crashing weddings. And they pretty much pretend to be people that they're not, to pick up girls and all that. And they always go for the really dumb ones for some reason. You're so full of shit. You told me you were Batman. Because honestly, they're really that dumb. When they decide to crash a wedding of the daughter of a politician, they definitely meet their match. Because they both fall for two of the politician's other daughters. And the liar reveal cliche is a part of the story, but I'm getting to that later on. And what's interesting is the main character, John, played by Owen Wilson, he uses his real name. Well, sort of. He uses his real first name. And I get the sense of he wouldn't do that just for anyone. Because he's smitten the first second he sees his love interest, Claire. And I honestly believe that he can be redeemed. Sure, like, he's one of those guys from the 2000s rom-com genre that you kind of fall in love, women fall in love with him, but over time, the story is sort of aged like milk to the point where it's just like, John, just like, don't touch me or anything. And when the lie revealed cliche comes into play, I actually give a shit about these characters. Because most of the time, I don't care about the characters when they have a cliched story like this. Since I've already touched on John, yeah, he's the nicer of the two. I actually believe he feels bad about being a sleazeball, going to weddings where he's not invited just to sleep with bimbos. And he actually shows that he feels bad about his lifestyle, and he's a typical Owen Wilson character, you know. He's charming, you know, he's down to earth, he's funny, you know, women want to fall in love with him, women want to run away with him. But still, he's a sleazeball in the beginning. And Jeremy, played by Vince Vaughn, he's pretty much Vince Vaughn. He's obsessed with getting laid. He doesn't give a shit about anyone but himself. And he's the type of character that, like, when he meets up with Gloria, played by Isla Fisher, and they sleep together, and she pretends that she was a virgin before, the second he hears her say that she was a virgin, you definitely know he was thinking this. Ah! Yeah. Because he definitely would be the type of person to run for the hills. And let's talk about Gloria. He's the typical, you know, needy, clingy, like in love with Jeremy because they shared a moment together. And yes, she's childish and all that, and no lie, if she looks familiar, she should. She's Mary Jane from the live-action Scooby-Doo movie from 2002. Yeah, the one where they go to Spooky Island. Yeah, that's Mary Jane. I don't know why, but she's more attractive in this movie. And plus, she's really, really funny. Like, where the hell was the director of this movie when she was in Scooby-Doo? Seriously, it's just like, Mary Jane was such a one-note character. Her only motivation was that she liked Shaggy. That was it. But in this movie, she actually has personality. Like, I actually kind of feel bad for her while laughing at her. And she's so childish. Her father, played by Christopher Walken, he literally threatens Vince Vaughn's life. I honestly half expected him to say this. You know, if you mistreat my daughter, I'm gonna have to off you like I offed Catwoman. Yeah, if you hear something like that, you're definitely not breaking up with her anytime soon. And now let's talk about my favorite character of the movie, Claire. She's played by Rachel McAdams. Oh yeah, we're dealing with Regina George again. Now hold on a freaking minute. You're about to talk shit about my character. Okay, first of all, back the hell up. I was actually about to praise the character. This channel doesn't need your negativity, Regina, so get lost. Oh, I'm getting shit from someone who fanboys over Gretchen. She's not even that pretty. Why do you even bother with her? Watch it. Okay, Gretchen is nice. She actually puts up with your shit. And if I'm being honest, she's 10 times prettier than you'll ever be. So check yourself before you wreck yourself, bitch. You little shit! Sure, her character introduction is like, as her sister's saying her vows to her soon-to-be husband. Yeah, she's laughing, but she at least plays it off like, sorry, allergies. Continue. And you find out that she's funny. She loves to have fun. She's not a stick in the mud like Regina George is. She legit loves to have fun. She's nice. And she's, like I said, the best character in the movie. I honestly want her and Owen Wilson to get together. And I'm just so thankful when they do. It's like, yeah! I honestly feel like doing the scene from Rocky when he's running up the stairs. And when he finally gets to a stopping point, he's just like, yeah! Yeah! Because they have good chemistry. I actually love it when they're on screen together. And her asshole boyfriend, because of course he's an asshole, Sack, played by Bradley Cooper, is the ultimate bully stereotype. The mean jock. It's like, I bet the reason why they named him Sack, he's a sack of shit. He is the biggest piece of shit in any rom-com movie I've ever seen. Seriously, this movie almost made me hate Bradley Cooper, and I love Bradley Cooper. I honestly want his character from American Sniper to come into the picture and axe him off. Alright, so what I didn't like, I sort of already touched on it. The cliche, sweet girl dates an asshole jock. Okay, first of all, if you're a nice girl, sure, there is an old saying that opposites attract. But toward the end, he shows his real colors. He's screaming at her at Gloria and Jeremy's wedding, saying, "Get back up there! Get your ass back up there now!" I'm like so thankful when Owen Wilson points out, well, at least this is a preview for what your marriage is going to be like to him. I couldn't have said it better myself, man. Just like, good one on you. And another thing I didn't like about this movie, it's a minor thing. The liar revealed cliche. Okay, you've seen it in Aladdin. You've seen it in Rango. You've seen it in movies like obviously Wedding Crashers. The main character tells a lie and does everything in his power, his or her power, to make sure that the truth doesn't come out, because the friends that they've made and the love interest that they've developed is going to go up in flames if the truth came out. So they keep lying and lying and lying and lying. And then once the truth comes out, them and their love interest, they just go to their corners and mope. And boy, they drag it out quite a bit in this movie. Sure, there's stuff in between that kind of interrupts, and there's jokes. At least they're doing something with it. I'll give it that. And the most controversial thing about this movie is Gloria rapes Jeremy, and everyone thinks it's funny. I mean, I'm glad our society has come a long way. This movie made me love Rachel McAdams. I mean, I love her as an actress. Like I said, she's a sweet person in real life. Okay, this might be a small thing. I think she looks prettier as a brunette than a blonde. I'm just saying. I mean, she's pretty regardless, but I think she looks prettier as a brunette. And, you know, I gave Regina shit earlier, and I gave her shit in the Mean Girls review. That just means that she's played by an awesome actress. With characters like Umbridge from Harry Potter, if you hate the character, that means they did their job right. Overall, this was a really good movie, and I'm glad I got to review it. Until next time, stay positive and stay awesome, everyone. See ya.